First and goal. Hall looking for a seam. Breaks a tackle. Bounces to the outside.
Down at 5. Here's Harris. 95 yards on the ground. This play. A big stiff arm and a first down.
Ooh, that's an angry run.
He has the outside and the first down and more. A stiff arm to Marcus May as he moves all the way down to the 3rd.
Warren off the stutter step. Veers to the outside. Tosses a man down and gets extra yards. Jalen Warren.
Down. Pass is caught. Hodgins stays on his feet. Heads to the end zone. He is in. Touchdown, Isaiah Hodgins.
And pass caught. Valdez-Scantling down to about the 9. This is an impressive drive to open up.
Caught inside the 30, inside the 20 goes Jerome Ford. Still on his feet. Ford looking for the end zone.
Again, this time to P-Ride. He breaks one tackle, comes the lead, and goes inside the 10, down to the 7. Nate Hobbs made.
Here's Everett, and he's got blocking out in front. Good stiff arm, and picks up a first down.
Brooks gets the call, blocked by Wynn, breaking a tackle, chugging his way, look at him, drive and slash and move and corkscrew inside.
Stroud a little trouble here, but he dumps it off to Singletary, who puts a move on and run out of bounds, did not get far.
Jackson deals downfield and hits Zay Flowers. Oh, Zay Flowers with a video game move. Out of bounds.
Hence the nickname Lamar.
Here's McCaffrey, left side, tries to bounce it to the outside. Taki in pursuit. And McCaffrey's going to get maybe a yard. It's around. Here's Geno Smith. Throws to Disley on the run. Breaks the tackle. Disley on his feet inside the 30 and taken down there.
Still figuring it out. Here's a pass play for a first down. And again, it's Keenan Allen stacking up some big numbers.
Back, delivers, caught again, it's a first down. Jennings with a great move and he's going to score! Jawan Jennings shoved it.
There on ESPN2. Here's one. There is Crosby and a little stiff arm. Flag is down back at the...
Lawrence fires, that's caught on the run. Christian Kirk inside the 20, he goes and...
On first down, they get Kelsey the ball for the first time, and there he goes. Kelsey still rumbling down to about the 22-yard line. He got
There came to the sideline after that last play, so they get it out to Ezukama. Nice move by Eric Ezukama, second year.
The swing to Samuel, and Deebo Samuel stays in bounds through the contact from Akello Witherspoon and gets
In the backfield, Ford. Turn that into some...
Blitz is on, underneath. Here comes Mims. He's inside the 10, and Elliott knocks him out about the 7. It's a handoff to Mostert. Mostert! Still on his feet.
The snap hands it off to Warren. Still going. First down. Stays on his feet and is finally upended.
Michael Gallup has doubled his catch total from the first 2 games.
Here's Moore. Sky Moore broke one tackle but can't break another. So third down coming up.
About 19 seconds left. Behind the play, it is Najee Harris fighting for extra yards. He just gets on the ground. Jacorian Bennett, the rookie corner, came.
Clean pocket, has more crossing around in stride. Stiff arms Terrell. And then steps out of bounds. An incredible afternoon.
Williams with a big hole. Kyron Williams still going. Across midfield and out of bounds.
Boy, you see this so many.
Back to White. He's got another big gap. He's bouncing around to the 11-yard line.
They've worn him. It's up going today. Cuts it back to the right side. Little stiff arm. Keeps his feet. First down. Good vision. Excellent stiff arm and a first. Sermon avoided the tackle behind the line of scrimmage and gets the first.
This is an important game for the Cowboys. Here's their tight end. Ben Sims makes a nice move. And his first NFL catch.
10, O'Connell, Jacobs, and stiff arms his way right into the grasp of Snead with it. The 36, Connor. He got by Watt. He works into Walker, and he's got the first down to the 32-yard line. Lateral throw, Mostert. With the block by Hunt, losing his hat is Jones, and he heaves the helmet, and Mostert out of bounds. 4. Nice time. Ramczyk sticking with his block. Uche was knocked astride. Oh, he breaks a tackle attempt by Phillips. And Taysom Hill.
And escaping, chased by Mack. Jackson with a stiff arm to the edge. Working on Kenneth Murray. He says he's so excited.
Pass play to Knox. Dawson Knox shoves aside the defender and picks up the first down. It was Holland who's one of the best players on that defense.
Ram offense as Williams is back in. Trying to get around the corner. Kyron Williams was shoved out of bounds when he got across the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Kyron Williams using that stiff arm.
There's Henry using that arm, the stiff arm, and smartly cuts it back inside and stays in bounds. Out past the 45-yard line.
Charbonnet yet to score a touchdown in his NFL career, and he's not going to get one here. Byron Young and Aaron Donald combined to knock him out, and it's 3rd and goal.
Second of his career right there. Montgomery padding his numbers. Boy, hard running again here. And Montgomery's going to close.
There's Harris. Look at him shed that tackle and get all the way down to about the 26. You talked about his hard running. That was it.
Here's Williams, got to the edge. And a beat for some space. He's got that space before he's shoved out of bounds. Luke Masterson made the tackle.
From the 43-yard line, spinning free is Warren. And Warren with the excellent second effort.
Coming again, Tannehill gets rid of it. He's got Spears, and Spears picks up the first. Kobe Bryant.
McCaffrey up the middle, inside the 10, a stiff arm at the 5, and in for the touchdown.
Ingram able to shed one tackler, and it still ends up being a loss. Forbes ends up making the stop.
To the 1st and 10. The stiff arm by Javonte Williams. Douglas has got him and rides him down. Looked like Ford may have gotten hurt.
Here's Taylor, a first down plus. Knocked down inside the 20.
Able to hit his tight end, Jeremy Rucker. And tackled by Cook.
And hangs in the pocket, finds Isaiah Likely. And the tight end still rolling. Breaking tackles to the San Francisco.
See what the Colts defense has done, this hot streak that they've been on. This is White running left. White breaking tackles, and he's going to have a first down run.
Back to Jones. And Jones is loose. Near another first down and inside the 10-yard line.
As their lead back. Here is Spears slipping through, gets past Jackson, and finally wrapped up and brought down by the new addition, T.J. Edwards.
Mostert trying to get him to the edge with his speed this way, and by alignment, they get Mostert to the side where he's been doing some damage, and a good pick.
It's a running play for Gainwell, and he's got room. Gainwell accelerates into Giants territory, and he's brought down inside the 40.
Get it out to McCaffrey, one-on-one. McCaffrey breaks a tackle. McCaffrey down the sideline, still on his feet, surging forward. McCaffrey stopped near the 5, I think.
Set of downs. Back to Hall, who's got a hole. And another first down.
Knight gets the call, cutting to the outside, and Knight with a shifty move gets to the perimeter. Cincinnati offense, the Burrow-less Bengals. Catch made by Boyd, and he darts out of bounds.
Protection. Time runs out. Flag on the play. Deshaun Watson is short of first down yardage.
And the throw. It's caught. Okonkwo breaking tackles. Broke one right there of Jenkins. Broke one right there of Cisco. Out of bounds, fighting his way.
Here's Chase. A stiff arm and very close to first down yardage.
Cut back the other way. Spears fighting to the 9-yard line. He goes. Rookie out of Tulane.
The explosiveness they've been looking for. Speaking of explosiveness, Derrick Henry in open field.
Again, it is Kraft. And it's a first down as he works the sideline. Mark him out at the 44-yard line.
Here is a toss. Looking to throw back. Wasn't there. And Jacobs just wisely tucked it and ran
before he reached. Warren, the spin move against the grain. And Warren, a stiff Armstrong. Out of bounds.
Climbs the pocket, checks it down to Kyron Williams, who has space and gains about 9 yards against this.
Rudolph looking to throw on first down, and it's Pickens who breaks free. Finally tackled at the 20.
Things there that were not caught.
High snap slows the play. Mostert still makes something out of it and gains 8 yards. Again, the snap issues, a couple laps.
29 already. He'll start again. His third carry, little stiff arm. He's got the first down. He's right toward the pylon. He's out of bounds at the half-yard line. Tony Field.
Again, this time underneath, dumped off to Malik Davis. Puts a foot in the ground and a stiff arm as well. Turns up the field, and let's go down on the sideline where we...
Just stay with it. You called it. There he goes. Still going down near the 41.
12, Hundley back over the middle, and the catch is made. And Isaiah Likely dives to the end zone.
Blocking in front, little stiff arm, tiptoes up the sideline, and McCaffrey ushered out of bounds near the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 out of the backfield. They get it to Chase Brown. And he's out of bounds at the 50, a gain of 4.
Down and get the ball back to the offense. This is Javonte Williams trying to find some daylight. Look at him break tackles. Hard fought yardage as he crosses the 15-yard line.
Here is Jones. Gets to the outside. Good blocking. Aaron Jones on the first down.
Harris under it. He's got some room. From the 16. Breaks one tackle. And brought down along the perimeter. Short of the 25-yard line.
As Allen said, it's a work in progress. The pitch, Rashid. And he's going to have to do some dancing around. And he does to get near a first down, but save the loss.
Green for Edwards-Helaire. Contact on him at the 38. He's able to break it. And shoved out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
Nonetheless, here's Goodson with a bunch of room in front of him.
Made that transition here. Box pass complete to his tight end, who sheds a tackle before stumbling out of bounds with a...
Gainwell trying to get around the edge. Isaiah Simmons can't get him down. Gainwell has been the guy on this drive. Pinnock tackles him.
Carr has protection, fires over the middle. That's caught. Olave will take it into Rams territory. But last week, he fumbled twice.
Where they got last year. A.J. Brown wide open. Breaks the tackle of Delaney. And knocked out at the 25.
Really likes it. 2nd and 5. Open man, Njoku. He could go. Touchdown.
McCaffrey, right side, breaks the tackle. McCaffrey, foot race, taken down inside the 5.
36 at the 37. Aluakin will stop Henry, who breaks away. And then finally brought down by Jenkins and others.
Virginia. Play action here. Nice move and a 10-yard pickup by DJ Moore, who looked like he might be stopped there.
From the 6, Jones sprinting to the edge. Will he get there? Penalty flag flies, diving near the end zone, and he's down short of it as a first.
Willis keeps it. And Willis almost still gets it in, but a flag.
The Chargers.
Sanders with the 1st and 10, stiff-arming his way free into the secondary. Good-looking run. Leonard ushers him out of bounds.
Run, looking for somebody. Able to slip the would-be tackle and get the first down at the 40-yard line.
On this 3rd down, he's just going to hand it off to Thompson. And Sir Roderick isn't giving up yet. Sir Roderick Thompson has a first down and more.
McCaffrey gets to the edge on a stretch. McCaffrey, first down. And he's mad. He thought he could have scored.
The 24-yard line, a little pressure from Warner. Charbonnet got away from the first man and got to the 19-yard line. That's a first down for Seattle.
Not one so far. They go to Cook. Gets around Highsmith. And he's near the first. They said he stepped out first, 2 yards short of it.
Yeah, and you talked about
drive from the 27. And again, they're able to connect. And out of the backfield is Murray.
Position again. And a 2-score lead. Here's White breaking a tackle. And out of bounds with a gain of about 5. Missed tackle.
Right back to Derrick Henry to start this series, and he sheds a tackle. He was able to get away from Deshaun Williams.
Browns rush 4, check to Williams, and Williams up the sideline, out of bounds across the 40.
Report, Miller is back there, 1st and 10 from Carr. He got by White. He goes outside, steering his way into the grasp of Jones and others.
Taco, short throw to Njoku, and gets to the edge, out of bounds. It's a 1st down.
Throw forward across the middle into traffic, and the catch is made by Deontay Johnson. 1st down across the 40.
Play. Fields well protected, and a strike for DJ Moore. They don't waste any time today. Moore's got a big game. Only 2 touches all last week. He's got
2nd down and goal. Quickly it goes out to Sky Moore. There was a block by Rice. And he was brought down on the play by...
Blitz coming. Purdy steps away, can run, will do so, breaks a tackle. Purdy down to the 5, he's knocked out there by Blankenship.
Jones trying to get him in space with that speed. Breaks 1 tackle, still going, and then a late flag flies as Randy.
Pressure coming, Flacco throws. Oh, what a catch. Njoku bursting out of traffic to make the grab and get the first.
Over a quarterback for Washington, and hands off. Hand off to Derek Gore, and a nice carry to start this possession.
In the motion man. It's a running play to Walker. Finds the hole. Beautiful move by Walker to get the 1st down.
Quick throw, Walker. He's in deep trouble. Breaks 1 tackle, long way to go, and he's got no chance. Well played by the 49ers.
Here's McCaffrey. Good throw by Purdy. Hit him in stride, and McCaffrey with another 1st down. Out of bounds inside the 45.
He's going to try and outrun the defender, and he gets another 1st down. Dobbs has a touchdown for the Vikings. He kept it himself.
They come off the edge with Cooper. They get it out to St. Brown, who stiff arms his way into Jewell and gets the 1st down. Pretty play. Amon-Ra,
man rush. Here comes Hunter late as he checks it to Jacobs, and Josh Jacobs is going to have a Raider 1st down to the 35. Mekhi Blackman.
Here is Ridley. Nowhere to go. And the defense for Cincinnati.
Brings 5. Bagent in the middle. And it is intercepted. Derwin James, after the contact, comes away with the pick and goes out of bounds.
It's 4. Left side in some trouble, and he is in real trouble now, and he's got nowhere to go but backwards. Boy, 49ers were all over it. Diamador.
Melifonwu was picked up and then hits him as he throws, and he gets it off to Judy. Judy's got the 1st down. Judy takes it inside the 25.
Wilson has time, checks it down to Hall. Breece Hall up the sideline, and Hall inside the 20 before he's knocked out of bounds by Blankenship.
10 San Francisco in front, swing pass to Moore. Try to get to the outside, the stiff arm on Warner.
Just in time, flag down as Taylor keeps it alive, scrambles, runs to the 14-yard line.
Breaks a tackle, does Harris, and turns what might have been a 2-yard loss into a 7-yard gain. 2nd and
Henry. Derrick Henry. Touchdown.
Now on 1st down, quick toss to Adams on the edge, well defended. He tried to knock a Caleb Evans out of the way, and Evans.
Williams over the right side.
Dropping, taking off to his left. That little fake, he was running all the way. Pulled out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Corey Ballantyne over there.
Weldon with the 2nd down and 10. It goes off to Williams at once, then brought down on the play. They had Benito Jones over there. They had Melifonwu over.
Flip it to Ridley. And he cannot get around the corner. Banged out of bounds. First guy there is Marcus May.
At the 29, here's Jacobs working to the edge, and Jacobs a good tough run to the 24. Another flag down.
The gun. Flacco releases it. Catch is made by Njoku and then powers his way for a first down.
For Robinson has a blocker. Robinson has a first down and more. Robinson breaking free. There's some of the electricity that he's got in his legs.
And 8. It's a running play. Stevenson's got a hole. First down into Buffalo territory.
Here's Christian McCaffrey running left, gets a seam and has a first down and still on his feet all the way across the 40. Oh, McCaffrey just so tough.
And still on the move and now moving backwards and trying to get around the corner this way. Hardy to the 23-yard line.
Afternoon, they give it to Moss, and Moss he broke a tackle. Jermaine Pratt missed him, but it slowed him up enough for everybody else, led by Awuzie, to make that tackle.
Garoppolo had to move. They throw a flag on the play, and the pass is caught by Josh Jacobs. He's got a first down, but the flag was thrown back in the area.
He'll keep it on a 3rd and 15. He gets 15. And
pressure again, checks it short to Bellinger. Bellinger with a stiff arm, stays on his feet, and Bellinger out of bounds at the 40.
Brown straddling the sideline. Does he have the angle? He does.
In the air. And look, with some space on the ground and getting around the corner and picking up the first down. That gets the crowd into it a little bit. Breece Hall picking.
It's a 3-man rush across the middle. Sutton. He got a block right there from Kroll, the tight end, and then Anzalone knocks him out of bounds.